How's it going, and welcome back to another video. Today we're outside. It's very hot and very bright, so I've got my sunglasses on. So today I've got the FeiyuTech WG2. This is their wearable gimbal, and it's the second version that they've made. I got it from the folks over at TT Start. They provided it for this video and for more videos in the future. Go and check out their Amazon page and the links in the description. I will do a full video review of that gimbal in the near future, so be sure to hit that subscribe button, and when that video is live, it'll be linked right here, or right here, I don't know. And what I've got here is the Dji Mavic Pro. So what I did is I took some industrial strength Velcro and I cut it to the right shape to fit on the bottom of the gimbal mount, and I stuck that on the top of the Mavic. Now, this gimbal with the GoPro weighs about 350 grams, so it's quite a heavy payload for this drone. I don't recommend putting any payload at all on this drone, but I want to try this out and see what happens. I've put a few different GoPros on this drone in the past, and it didn't really work that great, but I'm going to keep on trying. Hopefully we'll get better video quality out of this one because it is on a gimbal. Now, the Velcro gave me some adjustability so I could try and center it up to make sure it was balanced as best as possible. But let's go ahead and see what happens. Also, one more thing, I'm going to leave the gimbal cover on the drone initially just to make sure we can get off the ground without any problems. If it works, I'll take it off, that way the drone can breathe a little better. All right, here we go. My gimbal keeps turning downwards. I don't know if there's some interference going on, but let's see what happens.
Take off.
All right, so it was too nose heavy. Let's give it another go.
Take off.
Well, that's not what I intended it to be on, but let's see. That might be pretty cool. All right, I need to change the gimbal mode because as you can see, it's fixed in one single position. Now it's in the normal mode, so it should turn around with me now. There we go. All right, so I've taken the gimbal cover off. It seems to be flying pretty well, and it's even got a GPS lock. So the main thing that I can notice a difference in is the initial takeoff. You have to give it more throttle for it to take off, and when you try and stop, it takes a little bit more horsepower to come to a stop. But other than that, it flies pretty much uninhibited. I definitely wouldn't take this and try and do like some crazy sports mode stuff, but it's doing a pretty good job of handling the weight for sure. So I'm not going to record both of them at 60 frames a second in 1080p just to see what the video quality looks like and to see if it's even comparable between the two gimbals. Now the GPS is kind of spotty, it's kind of in and out. You pretty much don't want to fly this thing out of line of sight because otherwise you're going to be in a bad kind of way. And also when you get going wide open, it tends to lose altitude as you fly faster because it's used to trying to go a certain speed forward, but it's got more weight, so it's gonna come down. So you're gonna have to be very careful if you do try to do something like this. But I'm just gonna fly this around a little bit, show you guys the footage. Another thing, I don't recommend doing this for very long at all. Oop. I'm up at about 70 feet high, and the wind's just too much up there for it to fly with that much weight on it. So I'm gonna bring it back down a little bit. So overall, that's pretty impressive. I thought I did a really good job. I don't recommend doing this for any extended period of time. I don't recommend doing it in this heat because you're tolling the Mavic more than it's used to, which is going to generate more heat, which may damage something if you do it for a prolonged amount of time. I also don't like running any electronics out in the blazing sun, not the camera, not the tablet, not the GoPro, nothing. So this is kind of this isn't normal. I did this for the video. But if for some reason, I don't know that reason, you needed to get a shot going forwards and backwards, which I'm actually going to try that right now. Yeah, unable to charge, battery temperature too high. So that's the tablet here. So I'm going to do one more shot with the GoPro pointing backwards, the Mavic pointing forwards. Watch this shot for the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next one.